Hello, I'm Gus Downing, publisher and editor of the D&D Daily, and this is the LP News Network. We're here today with Rex Gillette, Vice President Retail Sales for Protection One, Les Paul Vernon, Vice President of Enterprise Solutions for Protection One. Protection One is a national leader when it comes to delivering retail business security that does more for you. They've built solid relationships with their retail clients by delivering an exceptionally high level of customer service. They know that each year almost $40 billion worth of merchandise is stolen and understand how organized retail crime, shoplifting, and internal theft can dramatically impact your bottom line. Operating with razor-thin margins and tight security budgets, today's retailers are faced with a long list of issues that center around loss prevention and inventory control. Customer and employee safety are always a concern, as well as protection against fire, holdups, burglary, and unauthorized access to stock. Fraudulent slip and fall claims, shrinkage, gift card fraud, and sweethearting can have a huge impact on resources and profits. And Protection One has the breadth and depth of experience and can serve the needs that range from burglary protection, fire monitoring, to access control and state-of-the-art event-triggered video solutions. Their goal is to help you maximize ROI for your loss prevention programs by leveraging your current legacy equipment while quickly incorporating new integrated solutions. With multiple personal customer information data breaches in the news headlines, PCI compliance is also a huge concern, and Protection One can help you there as well to implement the physical security requirements of your PCI compliance plan at your stores and your data facilities. If you operate a single retail location or have a national chain of retail stores, Protection One will provide outstanding security differentiated by careful attention to detail from installation through ongoing services like monitoring and accurate billing. They offer a security program for national retailers that is managed through their National Account Center in Dallas, Texas. Their focus on employee training enables them to consistently deliver a great customer experience. They've received their industry's highest honor in 2012 at the SDM Dealer of the Year for unmistakable success, innovation, use of industry best practices, and notable growth and accomplishments. Protection One is growing because they take care of their retail customers, and as you know, in this industry, word gets around fast. And with that, I'd like to welcome Rex and Les Paul. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us, Gus.
Thanks, Gus.
You know, there's been quite a bit of news coming out of Protection One lately on the recent acquisitions. I mean, what does this mean to the company and to the customers, the retailers?
Sure, Gus, thanks. Yes, we recently announced that Protection One is being acquired in the process of being acquired by Apollo Global Management. Apollo is the third largest private equity fund in the world. Through access of Apollo's capital and efforts, their support for us, we have a tremendous plan to grow this company tremendously over the next period of time. You know, we've had great success in building this company the past 5 years, and we think with Apollo behind us, we're going to even be on an accelerated rate. We're going to grow internally, organically, as well as growing through acquisition.
Mm-hmm. How does the acquisition of ASG play into the new organization?
Well, ASG recently was ranked number 10 in SDM's magazine's top 100 security companies in the United States. They bring a great level of customer service, very similar to Protection One. ASG had strengths in the East Coast of the United States as well as the southwest part of the United States. And when we talk about customer service values like same-day service, it's important that we're as close to the customer as possible. And so with the acquisition of ASG and integrating them within Protection One and their offices and their people throughout the country, it just gets us closer and closer to the customer.
Mm-hmm. And you also recently acquired CAM Connections, one of my favorite smaller integrators. Yeah. Why was the company attractive to Protection One?
You know, we're at Protection One, we're looking to acquire companies that bring a broader and deeper level of expertise than we already have. Mm-hmm. CAM Connections, CCI, brings a very unique ability to engineer closed-circuit television applications like no one else does in the United States. CCI was a regional security provider, so we think we can take that regional expertise and bring it to our national footprint.
Mm-hmm. And they've got an excellent reputation up and down the East Coast.
You know, and that's what you see a common theme between the companies that we acquired. We're all customer service related, and the reputation in the marketplace is just outstanding. Mm-hmm. And so really, so you can see kind of an expectation of our future acquisitions.
Mm-hmm. You know, what can the new team members from the two organizations, ASG and CCI, expect when joining the Protection One organization? I mean, it's a big melding, so to speak. What can they expect?
Well, living and breathing a culture of customer service. It permeates our company, and we're a big company. We're the largest full-line integrator, security integrator in the United States. However, our management style and the way we communicate with our employees, we feel like a small family company, and that's very unique, I think, within corporate America in general. We have ongoing programs to further education and well-being. You know, as we rally around the customer, there's a lot of camaraderie, and it's just a fun place to work.
Mm-hmm. What's it like being a part of the sales organization of Pro One?
Well, to put it simply, the definition of a salesperson is he or she needs to go out and promote their company's products, services, at the same time develop and maintain high levels of customer relations. Mm-hmm. And at Protection One, that's easy because mm-hmm. of our customer service foundation. If you work for a company, though, has issues with billing, can't get installations done on time, you know, has problems in other types of structure within the company, that typical salesperson is going to spend some time of their day taking care of problems because the salesperson is the conduit between their company as well as the end user. And so at Protection One, I can say that we go out and sell all day long, okay? And we get back to our families, we are in a good mood at the end of the hard-working day. And so, you know, as we embark on this ambitious growth plan at Protection One, we're continuously looking for seasoned veteran salespeople that want to share our culture and really come home at the end of the day happy. Mm.
And build good relationships,
That's
obviously.
Right. That's right.
You know, thanks, Rex. I appreciate you taking the time. Speaking of tools and technologies, joining us here today is Les Paul Vernon, Protection One's Senior Vice President, of Enterprise Solutions. Welcome, Les, and thanks for taking the time today.
Thank you, Gus.
We hear a lot these days about managed services. Can you define what they are? What is managed services?
Yeah, so that's exciting. My background is a technologist, and so managed services really isn't new to the IT industry. It's really new basically to the security industry in its emerging technologies. Mm-hmm. Traditionally, we define managed services as an outsourced service that's provided by an independent third party. Mm-hmm. Examples of that in the traditional security industry were alarm and fire monitoring. Mm-hmm. That's a managed services. But now as we look more towards traditional, or what we see in the recent past is electronic access control managed services, card services, credentialing, group authentication at the monitoring center, as well as video verification. Those are more of the traditional that's happening in the recent times. And now, very exciting is the emerging technologies like security-only networks. As a technologist and someone who has spent a lifetime developing and securing classified networks around the world, the best practice, and retail really needs to look at this, and they already are, and adopting it, is having that security-only network so that network services such as cameras, IP-based video, electronic access control, everything, this Internet of Things is that new technology that's occurring, and all those things, those IP nodes on your network can become vulnerabilities to your network.
So what managed services does Protection One offer?
Yeah, good question. So Protection One, all the traditional, obviously managed services are available to you: alarm monitoring, fire monitoring, alarm video verification. Mm-hmm. So a crime in progress that has a video video clip associated with it will not only be recognized within our dispatch center, of which we have 5 around the nation, but can also be pushed immediately in real time to the customer for identification as well. Mm-hmm. And then as we move down that list for additional managed services, we look at those emerging technologies, which I mentioned. Through our NOC, we are the only security provider that has our own network operations center in Delaware and backed up by multiple data centers throughout the country. And through that NOC, we offer that security-only network, that turnkey solution for those retail locations that have the requirement to need broadband services, because shipping high-definition video across a bandwidth-constrained network can be a concern for many of the retail providers.
So you're securing the network itself as well?
Yes.
Offering that service?
Absolutely. That one throat to choke for managed services.
Right. Why are these important to retailers, and how does it help them manage and secure their business better?
Well, bottom line, it's a savings in cost and time. Mm-hmm. So you can save in headcount. If that's not core to your business, securing an IT network, and you might not have the IT staff available. If you do, have them working on the things that are core and critical to your business, not into the security. Leave the security components to those that have been trained. We have certifications from Cisco, CISSP, CCNA, all the way to A+ certifications, Microsoft certifications, up and down our IT engineering staff to ensure that we are securing that network to partner with our retailer to make sure that they don't end up on the 5 o'clock news.
Yeah. In what managed service do you see gaining the most traction in the future?
Yeah, so I'm passionate and excited about the the security-only network, because the cost effectiveness of large bandwidth capabilities through managed broadband services now allow it to be a more cost-effective solution to segregate your critical business from your security network, or that Internet of Things that you have IP enabled at every node on your network, which is security based now. We can manage, support, and tell you real time the up-down status of, say you have 4,000 locations with 4 cameras each. You can imagine how it is to manage that many IP nodes on your network. We can do that effectively.
This separate network, I mean, this is exclusive for the security devices and such in the retail store itself and corporate office?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. We can set it up in many different ways. We are technologists that have the ability to design in-house your architecture, your security network, as well as in conjunction with potentially your enterprise data network to ensure that the quality of service is being tracked correctly on that network or working correctly with that existing enterprise network.
Is there a message that you'd like to send the industry? I mean, kind of opening that up generically.
Yeah, well, I think as said earlier, we continue to acquire companies that broaden our reach from a technology standpoint, and we've had a great growth period in the last 5 years, and it's just going to be accelerated. So here we go.
Fantastic. It'd be a fantastic story, especially this year. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for supporting the event and being here today.
Thanks, Gus.
Thanks, Gus.
Well, that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope we want to thank you for watching. And until next time, let's keep them all safe out there.